Welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to talk about skills, the basic part of skills, and kind of explain how they work, because I know when I first looked into them I was skipping through tutorials and it didn't quite make sense until I really looked at it. Now progression and growth and everything in this game is going to be phenomenal, but before we get into it, I'm giving away 1000 loosened. So, you know, if you want that, you want to buy some in-game stuff from the shop, as you can see over here, there's a lot of cool things, including the battle pass. You know, like, subscribe, and hopefully you'll win. So let's look at the skills. So if we go into skills, you can see that right now, you know, I've been playing just a little bit through early access. You know, I haven't really been getting too much into the game because I wanted to enjoy it on release. You get different skills for different weapons. So at the moment I have the great sword equipped and I have my longbow equipped. These are my skills for the great sword, these are the skills for the bow. As you level up, you will unlock more skills. So when I hit level 9, I will be able to use this Da Vinci's courage. Right now what you start off with is fairly good, to be honest. You know, we have basically a combo, a dash, a stun, and a big heavy damage. I'm going to show you how to level those up as well. Every single weapon has their own set of perks. As you can see, these are the longbow ones. You can take these perks and you can drag them down onto these bars here, which will be what shows up here on the bottom across here. So let's say you're not too concerned with your second weapon. You could take 10 of these when you're leveled up and put them all in here. So all your skills are based around one weapon, and then you can mix and match, obviously have 5 of each. As you're using these weapons, you will level them up as well, and you can get into mastery and stuff, which I won't talk about in this video, but when you get to a certain level, you'll be able to improve your weapons and stuff even more. Everyone has a defensive skill and also passive skills as well. As you are playing through the game, you will find various books, quality passive skill growth book and quality active skill growth book. These will give you a boost to the XP on leveling up a skill. I think you could probably get higher quality ones that give you more XP to those skills, but these are the things you're looking for. You get them from quest rewards, and I'm assuming other ways to get them as well. These are going to be your leveling of your skills, and how you do that is you right click them, or, you know, on console, whatever button you need to press, and you get to this section, which I'll talk about in a second. Now, over here on the bottom right is a really important part of this menu. So the passive skills are tied to the weapon you're using. So for the greatsword, I have upgraded this passive skill, which allows me to have more max health and health regen. I need to put this down here onto the bar right here to make it active within my game. If I take something off and take something off, they no longer exist. So you can pick and choose what perks you want, and you can only hold 8 at any one time. So let's just put these back on. So we probably want this one here because it increases attack speed. So now these are set up for me to have slightly bit more buff to my greatsword than my bow, but once I hit level 20, I can add the other bow one on, or whatever I want to when I get to that section, how many things that I have available to me. But it really does depend on what weapons you're using. So if I go over here and I change to my daggers and my crossbow, and we go back into skills, you can now see that there's a whole bunch of different things. Now these stay here, but this is because it's your quick slots set 1. So I would go here to set 2, and then I would equip the things that I want to equip. So let's just go here, you know, and just pile these in just to set up different classes and stuff like that. Come on, go over there. So you can see now I have a whole different section. I'm going to put my defense skill down here as well. So I have now set up my daggers and my crossbow. I haven't really looked into it, but this is how you do it. You drag all the skills down you want. You drag the defense skill down that you want from either your primary or secondary weapon, and then you take the passive skills and bring them down as well. But I want to be on my greatsword, so let's just go over to my greatsword. Over here, boom. And if you do change weapons, all you have to do is click up and down on this little button here to get to the moves that you want to use with the weapons that you are using. So leveling them up is personal choice on what you want to do. I went with the combo one just because it's a good amount of damage without any kind of real charge time like the death blow does. It's not really that much of a charge time, but this is your main kind of like hitting combo with this weapon. So when I right click it, you can see now that I have over here quality active skill growth book. I have 5 of them, right? So I can level up. So if I press level up once, it's going to use 2 of those books, and it's going to take me only a short amount around the circle that I'm on. For some reason you can only use 2 at a time unless you click continue until next level up. So it will keep using the books until you hit the next level. So we do this, and then whatever's remaining will continue around. So let's just say I was really close to the edge here. This yellow bar would have probably ended up around about here. So it's just adding the XP on, but as soon as you press continue until the next level, it will just add it on and keep adding it on and keep adding it on. And that is with the quality active skill growth books. If we go over here to the passive one, we can do the same thing. So I think probably health isn't too important at the start of the game, so let's just upgrade this here, which increases my magic melee ranged and hit chances and skill damage boost. So I'm going to get more damage essentially. So I could go continue to the next level and then use all of them, and hopefully it will get all the way around and then give me a big chunk of XP. And because I said continue to the next level, it's now cut off. So when I go back in, do it again, continue to the next level, it will take me up to the next level. So if you just want a very quick, easy, hit a button, get a level up, you need to click the continue until next level. So now I have increases in a lot of my different attacks and skills on passive skills, and that is essentially how the progression works. So you're going to use certain weapons that you like, level up the skills for them. Then you'll also get mastery for those weapons and make them even stronger and even better. You get more of the passive skills, and then you can pick and choose what skills you want down here for passive, as well as the skills that you're going to be using, and also defense skills as well, which is kind of like your guard slash parry. That's also really important too. Transcendent skills, I have no idea what they are, but they seem like buffs to your guild members, party members. I don't know how you get them, but you know, they're going to be available. So for skill specialization, I'm not level 15 on my character yet, but I've heard things about it. So basically you will be able to specialize every single skill that you want to on every single weapon type, and you need skill specialization points, which I don't know how to get yet, but when you use them, you'll be able to change ultimately how that actually works, that skill. So Valiant Brawl will probably turn into something called Cruel Smite, which is probably going to be a similar type of attack but with some extra buffs. Then you can also get damage increase, so after you've used it, your damage goes up, and aggression trigger. Obviously this is all to do with building damage by using Valiant Brawl beyond what Valiant Brawl is itself. So you get a new kind of attack, and then you get damage increase, etc, etc. And this will be the same for every single absolute skill on every single weapon, and you know, the progression and the customization is going to be absolutely insane. For me right now, I feel like greatsword and longbow are probably your best bets when you're starting. You know, it's very straightforward, big damage, and you don't have to worry too much about some of the other things. The way I would say is that your greatsword and crossbow are probably like your S tiers, daggers and crossbows are like your A tiers, and then everything else is just a little bit lower. And then you also have your stat points. So when you level up, you get points to put into strength, dexterity, wisdom, perception. You get to build your character how you want to. So, and then obviously you get stuff here as well that you can get stats on and improve everything else. So progression in this game is going to be phenomenal. So I hope that helped with a very basic level of skills. So let me know. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.